on the mediums and there's an early safety car. But one stop nonetheless for all these guys. Heading into this event, it's Pantera who is still in the lead, and I believe will stay in the lead until the middle of the season. He's currently on 62 points, and Felix, who couldn't capitalize on his absence last week, is only on 39 points. Charlie, who pulled off an amazing race last week, is in third with 35 points. Haas are on 76 points, and it's very close with Asimon, who are on 72 points after Kabuti took his first win of the season and really pulling his weight now in that second Asimon. So he's currently in P6. So, going to be very interesting to see what happens today. I'm expecting a very close race. You know, it's the one stop, so not many people are going to capitalize on strategy. It's very straightforward. A lot of DRS trains are going to happen. It's very common around here. So,
yeah, DRS trains are definitely common here, almost as what would be another track that's quite notorious, Catalunya, the main street, definitely a DRS train there.
Yeah, we just see quite a few DRS trains emerge in Spain, especially that front pack before the safety car happened, which ended up on the restart causing a bunch of DNFs for those front guys, but up until then it was very close racing. So we've got Charlie on the mediums as always, without failure, always starting on those mediums. He likes to start on them for the race, so he tries to do this as quick as possible, and if he can't, he'll go out for a second time. So he doesn't care how warm these tyres are, he will go for these tyres as his main choice.
Yeah, I think Charlie's strategy is to, in the dying stage of the Grand Prix, try and go for the fastest lap times, I think.
Yeah, that too. Also, just pulling back that gap that we get, and with everyone on older mediums, as it seems like most people on the softs apart from him, he likes to have that faster end. And to be honest, I would too, if there was not a high chance at a safety car at the start, which is the only thing that has ruined me a couple times around the circuit. So I don't know how well it will do for him today. Obviously, one of the longest pit lanes in terms of time spent in it because of how slow it is. 60 kilometers an hour is the limit there, and it's a pretty long pit lane nonetheless, so it just feels like an eternity when you're in there. Charlie actually invalidates his lap coming through Woodcote, so that's going to throw his first lap out the window. So it's going to be Felix who is going to be the leading car, at least for now, into Cox Corner, where we can see a lot of spins, very smooth back ends around here. The setups are very hard to really get right. And through the infamous Maggots, Beckett's and Shackle corners, onto the hangar straight. Obviously, Silverstone used to be the Air Force base in World War II, so this hangar straight used to be where all the planes landed on. Interesting to note. And now we've got cars to go just as fast in the straight line. Coming around the end of the lap, it's very clean. A 126.7, so a very fast banker. For Felix, I know that is a very hard time to get. I'm barely in the 28.8s, I mean the 26.8s myself, so it's getting to the 26s so early on and quite a few tenths in it. It's really impressive, and I believe you're going to see a lot of this from these tier 1 guys, very fast. They are. Big Boy has retired, so in the Mercedes that is, he has spun off and at Cops where I said it's probably going to be those back end, he's just going straight into that inside barrier. But as that happens, Pantera has gone first by a matter of 4 milliseconds.
Jeez.
Very close from these two beasts, I'm going to say, in this championship.
Yeah, these two drivers are just in a league of their own. I think, hell, the bosses should create a separate league and just have those two racing every single.
I mean, that's pretty much what it is with a couple of back markers when these guys are together. You know, remember back to France a couple of weeks ago where these guys just all race just on each other's rear wings, just DRSing each other, getting away from everyone, and end up with a big margin to the rest of the fields.
Yeah.
Obviously, Pantera taking the win away there. So hopefully it's going to be another close battle between these guys all throughout the race. That'd be lovely to see. Someone filling in the Alfa Romeo is standing 497 crib. He's the third driver to get into that 26 time slot where obviously reserving, so he's going pretty well for himself. And he's a chance to prove his worth in this league.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he can show with race pace. To see whether he might be given that seat in full time, perhaps, or
maybe.
Yeah.
I do believe Streets Isaac, who used to be a driver, has moved down to Div 2, so there is an open seat in the Haas. Domi Lee is filling in for that today. I don't know if that is permanent. So Isaac just moved down to Tier 2 there, so maybe not the confidence he wants, but certainly would feel better there, you know, maybe spot a better, more people around his pace. Rather than just being slid off at the back every race. It's not fun, I know that for sure. Having my fair share of that at the end of last season in Tier 1. So Kev, he's on his first lap in the Red Bull. He's currently P4 in the standings, so got overtaken by Charlie after having an incident on the final corner with Jays, costing him points finishes when they both would have finished 5th and 6th. Cost him the points and Jay's even more. So he's coming around to set his lap to 27.6, only good enough for P7. That's not going to be the time he wanted, nor time he probably will have by the end of this session.
Yeah, he's definitely got the pace to get a better time than that. So whether he was just trying to get a feel of the track and try and maybe work out
enough practice or anything, maybe just getting used to the circuit, So Charlie, he goes for a spin. Charlie is round, just at Stowe. He got started to slide mid-corner and just couldn't catch it in time before exit, pushing on those mediums. I believe he will come into pits now. Yeah, so very unfortunate for me. He's going to just come back in and probably refuel, stay on those medium tyres. I don't see him really moving to softs. So we've got Domi Lee, 23 in the Haas, coming to start his lap P16. So 12 people have started their banker laps, or at least they've put a time on the board. We've got Domi Lee coming through Arena now, down the first area straight into Brooklands, and gonna have a quick switch back for Luffield. A very hard corner to get right is Luffield. You get drifted out where you probably want to be taking the apex, so it's a double apex, I would say, a very late one. And
I probably wouldn't actually class it as a double apex. I'd probably call it maybe a wide apex, I guess.
I guess, you know, at least the way I take it, I try to hit that apex at the start, kind of drift out and come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand what you mean, how the first kind of one is a wide apex, because you're not exactly hitting the corner.
No.
You're not wanting to take it too wide as if you would other corners just to swing it back. Yes, doubly invalidating through Maggot's packets, as he'll go, no, he won't go again. He's going to abandon that first run. He did kind of get blocked by Vertex Spectre down the hangar straight, kind of got moved over on, but it's all fine. Max Rod losing the back end a lot through Village, and that's ruined his second run that he wanted to probably set. 7 minutes remaining, so his first session's already gone, flying by. 11 minutes already gone. You know, 7 drivers still haven't set their times, 2 drivers retired, so...
Yeah, one of them being making a collision with the wall, I think it was.
And we've got a new provisional pole standing 497 in the reserves Alfa Romeo seats. It's a 26.7, so Fast and Pantera, Fast and Felix, and Vit has gone for a spin, and he is out in the second Mercedes. I've caught that. Watching him just set his first lap time on what I thought he would have been, and he has gone rounds on the exit of Club and gone straight to the pit wall, kind of separating him.
Oh.
So that's very unusual to spin it on the exit of Club. Maybe through the village Vale chicane, but on the exit of Club, it's not really usual that you see people spin there.
Yeah,
obviously,
it's not definitely not a place I normally spin. I normally, tell you what would happen is when I'm driving the car, I might go slightly wide a bit, but not really spin.
Yeah, and I've had my fair share of spins around that area. Cost myself a podium earlier this week, the Thursday. League, so it did kind of hurt, but I did bring it back in other leagues. Got a win yesterday, so I was pretty happy about that. I like the circuit. But Charlie in the McLaren, he is out on the soft, so not what I would have expected. He does love those moves, but he's going to follow everyone else and start on those softs if he can get a lap time inside the top 10. And we've got his teammate Primetime Raz coming around the final corners now in his first lap. What is this time going to be? It's looking pretty fast. It's a 26.8, that's P4. He is flying there, and Nuts, someone who I haven't seen in quite a couple of rounds, Nuts, in the Alpine. Got a couple of good results at the start. He's always up there, but he hasn't competed in the last couple of races, I believe.
Yeah, I haven't seen him, I think. Or
I saw him in Spain, and that's the last I haven't him. So just before the break.
But I mean, he probably had a good reason.
Yeah, but so 2 race absence for him, and Charlie has set a P6 lap time of 27.1. Actually matching Kabuti's time, I've just noticed. So.
Oh yeah.
Very close between the Aston Martin driver and the McLaren driver, first and second last race.
I'm pretty sure they actually had would have been in Austria actually. Charlie and Kavuti set same lap times, I think.
I know someone did. I don't know if it says who. If it was, then these guys are just meant for each other, kind of in the terms of battling each other on the racetrack.
Yeah.
Who else have we got on our lap? We've got Magnum Gallardo, someone who can't really pin down that full-time seat if he wants to, but he is a familiar name. Couple seasons in the league, and he's back in the second Alfa Romeo, so 2 reserves, from those Alfa Romeos. One doing extremely well, currently P1, and the second just invalidated as that time, taking the second part of Maggot's a bit too tight and destroying his lap.
Yeah, the Maggots and Beckett section of the track is definitely one that you need to nail first time as you're going through it, because if you get any of the entries wrong, that's it, you're going wide off another corner somewhere.
Yeah, and for a lot of these guys who are on controller, it will definitely be a struggle. I know through there, they probably have to lift a bit more than others, just to make sure that they can do it. And Greek Bomber, who is reserving as well tonight, he's done the exact same thing as what Magnum Gallardo did. So they're just taking this a bit too tight and just destroying their lap times. We've got Siggins, who is reserving for his second week in a row. He's on a validated lap. Is Felix. Felix is actually out there. He is on a valid lap right now. What can he do to improve? He's got less than a 10 to the provisional pole time. Can he take that away? Coming through Maggots and Beckett's now. How much of that inside curve of Chapel does he take? He takes quite a lot. He's almost 2 tenths up there. You can almost cut to the grass a bit on the inside without losing time. It's a bit like Canada, though the grass doesn't exactly slow you down. So at least that's what I like to take. I like to take a bit of grass on the inside curve at Chapel, but coming through the Vale chicane and into Club down the new Hamilton straight. It's a 26.4, 3 tenths faster. Absolutely beautiful lap at the end of qualifying here. I don't know if you have time to come in and set another lap time. A minute left, so that is his time. I've just seen that. This is absolutely flown by. I thought it was still 4 minutes left. So we've got Kabuti in the second Aston Martin, only getting in at the last minute. He suddenly got free time to do this race. He was going to be replaced by Greek Bomber, who now has moved to Williams, but Siggins is retired on the brink of the top 10. Looking at the mini-map, he just spun through Abbey and through the second turn, then just went into the barrier, lost his wheel. So very frustrating for the Alpine driver in his second race in a row reserving. We've got Kabuti. He's 2.5 tenths up in that Aston Martin. That'll put him about P5, P4. Let's see what he can do. Coming through the final couple of corners now into to turn 16 and 17. Through Club, it's going to be a 26.8. That's good enough for P4. That's a beautiful lap from the Aston Martin driver. Atom Kev and Vertex Vector both out of qualifying or outside the top 10, so 11 and 12 for both Red Bull guys. That's not what Kev would have wanted, especially fighting in this championship. P4 there, so he's not going to be happy with that. We've got Pantera on a lap. He's half a tenth down, so unless he can find a lot of time in this last sector, he's not going to be beating anyone's time. Going to see what he can do through turn 16 and 17, the Vale chicane into Club. He's invalidated, so we're going to move to standing 497 Crip, who's just behind the Haas driver there. How close is he going to be to Felix 1? Is he going to take away pole in his first race? He doesn't, he can't improve. He is P2. Unless his teammate can do anything about it, maybe. I don't expect he would be able to. He was close, he got P5 in the end. In the second Alfa Romeo, so strong from both Alphas and Aston Martins. And that is the end of qualifying. Here is your results. Felix 1 takes pole position. for I think the second or third occasion this season. Then we've got standing in the Alfa Romeo. He is reserving and he's on second. Face Pantera, P3, Jeffy P4, Galato P5, Kavudi P6, Charlie P7, Raz is P8, Nux P9, and running off the top 10 is Maxi Rob. So, very eventful qualifying flew by. Most people are only getting 2 runs.
Yeah.
In the end.
Yeah, typically you would only really sort of get 2 runs in here, but you could try and push for 3, but it's definitely one where 2 is sort of what you sort of aim for straight away.
And we've got rain.
Ooh.
Our first time this season, I'm now excited. It wouldn't be England without some rain. And for the first time we are going to get some rain in this season, so we're going to see who is strong in the wet. Will these top guys be able to compete at the same level as they have been in the dry? Will Pantera continue his dominance in this league, or will he fail in this rain? And interesting to see if this lasts the whole race or if it's just, you know, halfway through. Is it full wets? It is full wet conditions. So everyone, I believe, everyone is on the wet compound tyre, so 26 laps is the English circuit for 50% that most leagues run on. So they're saying it's a zero-stop strategy if it remains full wet. Obviously, if it does dry up, they'll go to inters and possibly even dries. But for now, it is the full wet tyre, heavy rain, and for these guys who aren't using traction control, how many spins are we going to see, considering we already see quite a few in the dry?
Yeah, we haven't actually had really... we haven't actually had a wet race yet. This is
this is the first time rain has appeared in Tier 1.
Yeah, and it actually looks as though it's a... from the stop strategy, it's going to be wet throughout the whole of the 26 laps.
Yeah, I'm going to have a quick look at the chat. Maybe they will know, obviously, if something changes in the strategy. And Dommy Lee has said a full wet race. So it's going to be a full wet race. Typical British weather. And a second pit stop strategy prediction is saying that it's going to be maybe a stop onto a second set of compound tyres, but I bet these tyres can go to the end, so...
Oh, you can easily take a set of wet tyres right to the end of the Grand Prix.
They're pretty much the hards, aren't they?
Pretty much, I mean... Hell... Ocon did it.
What Turkey was it? On the intermediate tyres.
Yeah, he was able to do it, so... Even though the tyres looked like...
in the end. They were pretty much strides in the end.
Yeah, they look absolutely stuffed.
I mean, that won't happen here, obviously, because it is only a game, and they'll keep their textures, pretty much.
Yeah.
I miss the days that the textures, there was a little line through the middle on blistering.
Oh, I think the textures actually are still there, actually.
At least not on PS4 they aren't.
I know.
Maybe on PS5. I know the puncture graphic is different. You can see the rim a lot more with PC, but it's fine for now. We've got 5 red lights. And away we go. It's a very slow start as we would in the wet. It seems like Standing Crib has gotten ahead. And a beautiful start. Felix won, not getting away well. Magnum Gallardo is already up into... Oh no, he stays in P5. He was into P4 for a second, but he goes a bit wide. And loses position to Kavudi. Gets back on the inside. There, Will to Will. And Kavudi is off. Kavudi is off. And he is out. So we already have a retirement in this race and another spin from Bit behind, but we've got Standing Crib in the lead. Felix won, retakes second place. Pantera is going to be third. For now, retains his position. It's very slow, but everyone's making sure that they can get through safely first before trying to battle with everyone. Jeffy is P4 as it was, I believe he was at the start, yeah, he was P4. And there is little breakaway pack already from these top three guys. Will these guys continue to battle? Gonna see what can Felix do. Is he gonna be using his ERS down this straight? Is he gonna be in the slipstream? Is it going to be more powerful enough to get past Crib? It doesn't seem like it on this lap. Obviously no DRS is going to be enabled whatsoever during the race, so it's going to be all down to pure straight line speed. So these guys' setups are going to matter so much more than what they would have originally. Pantera right on the back of Felix 1. He's a lot closer than what Felix is to Standing Crib. A 3-second penalty already for Vertex Factory in the Red Bull for corner cutting, so showing how tricky it is for some of these guys. And down the inside, Pantera tried to go a bit of wheel banging as he wasn't alongside enough. Felix cuts him up. Luckily, no damage was taken. And Kavudi says that he was spun from behind, so maybe Charlie was there or Nuts, one of the two. But Jeffy slightly went AI for a second. I don't know if that was his connection or if he just went into pause mode. But Felix gets past him through Luffield. Beautiful move I saw there from the back of Pantera's car. Jeffy trying to come back now into Cops. It usually would be flat out. These guys have to break down and go down 2 gears. So just showing how that is and how slow and how much grip there really isn't on the track. A little bit of corner cut from Jeffy, and he takes the second corner cut on the inside of Chapel there. Gets 3 seconds on seat for that incident. So Pantera on the back of this 3-man train, Felix and Crib. These two people in front of him, Crib controlling these guys from the start as he got an amazing getaway compared to Felix and sets a lap time over 1:41.2. He's almost got a second gap. Obviously that won't matter too much. No DRS is going to be enabled. So it doesn't matter how much of a gap, as long as that gap is above 0 for these drivers.
It is actually good to see that, considering this is the first wet race, no one's actually making any silly moves or anything like that. You know, they're actually looking ahead. They're planning where they're actually able to get that little bit extra speed in the corners and everything to make overtakes.
Yeah, it's great to see all these guys disciplined. Obviously, there's probably going to be a crash at the start. That's just how it is in these races where all these guys from around the world aren't going to be seeing what each other see exactly on their screen. So maybe a bit of a disconnection from Charlie and Kavudi there, or maybe just went a bit too deep on the wet, obviously affecting braking, but that has resulted in the SM1 driver after qualifying really well out the race, and Vit and VWS both spinning at the back of the pack now.
Yeah, they've got their own little race to run to catch up with everyone else, but
Yeah,
You're not too far away.
Yeah, and if people aren't going to be making that stop, it's just a matter of if, you know, they can catch up enough to go into the top 10, but Jeffy is out. He is retired, so I believe he might have spun, and has retired on lap 3, or at least for him it'd be like 3 laps for us.
Yeah, he's
not what we want to see.
No, he's retired in the pits, which is, it's alright. At least he's not out on track and just said, nah, stuff it.
Yeah, I guess, but at the end of the day, you don't really want to see drivers giving up like this, especially so early on when spins can happen from anyone and you can easily get yourself back into the points there. So, that's already 2 retirements in the first 3 laps. Vertex Spectre picking up yet another 3-second penalty. So he's already got 6 seconds to his name. He's down to 15th after not a great start. So Felix and Pantera just trailing crib. Charlie has gotten into the back of this slightly. Maybe this is why he didn't exactly go in the mediums, because he knew the rain.
Yeah.
It mattered, so he just wanted that position as much as possible. So maybe that's why. Pantera getting a bit loose, out of Stowe there. Caught it in time and still very firmly at the back of the rear end from the green machine of Felix, his closest rival in the championship. Crib, the only one that's really standing their way as of now. I'm just watching this from the POV of Charlie. He's got an amazing view just watching these 3 drivers battle, and Felix goes wide there and loses position to Pantera, might lose the position to Charlie. No, they make contact and Charlie is round. Is he going to keep the positions behind? Might lose it to Nux and Gallardo. Oh no, he's going to stay ahead of Gallardo, but there was contact there. Felix maybe losing the back end a bit and just hits Charlie, and Charlie goes round. Vertex Spectre also spinning at Arena, and he is down at the back of the pack by a lot there, so to be honest I don't see him carrying on. I believe he will probably end up coming into the pits to retire.
Yeah.
That's a bit too much of a gap. I'd say 18 seconds to pull back. But
who do you think was at fault for the Felix and Charlie thing?
Well, from watching from Charlie, it just seemed like Felix turned in on him, so I don't know if that was because he did go out wide, he wasn't the curves, maybe he got a bit of wheel spin, but Charlie was definitely not at fault. He saw Felix go wide, he took his opportunity, and rightly so. It's just, he is coming in, so he does have damage. If that isn't wheel spin and Felix has just turned in, then definitely Felix's fault, especially considering he picked up damage. And there's definitely going to be a report on that after the race. So yeah, just he is changing the front wing there. Just seen. And Dummy Lee going up the inside of Primetime Raz into Village and now through Arena. Dummy Lee stays ahead. This is going on the inside. Now for the first DRS straight. I mean, there is no DRS, but I'm going to keep calling it DRS straight because I don't know the proper name for it. He stays ahead.
I think it's the Wellington Straight, I think.
Yeah, it probably is the Wellington Straight. I'm not too familiar with the straight names, but Gallardo in P5, he got a bit wayward through Woodcote, and Donnelly is going to be right behind him to capitalise and make another position, maybe this lap. In the hat, he's going to be hoping for that. But good news, Vertex has continued on. So that's good from him. He's showing that even though he's right at the back, he's going to be fighting to the end. And Tommy Lee picks up a 3-second penalty, so does so dominantly trying to get past Gallardo now, picks up the same penalty as what the Alfa Romeo has. Switching back to the front, Felix after going wide through Village, on the exit of Village, through Arena, he got a bit wide, allowed Pantera to go through cleanly on the inside. He's going to be very frustrated with himself there. He's going to want to get that position back as soon as possible. Very minimal overtaking opportunities with these wet conditions. You can't really get close enough down these relatively short straights. Maybe the hang straight the only opportunity to do so. And with these guys as close on pace as they are, it's going to be a stalemate pretty much. I mean, I say that Felix is going up the inside of Pantera on the exit of Luffield. They're still side by side, and Pantera has just seemed to have swerved and taken Felix out and is out of the race. So that's the second retirement in a row for Felix, and that has brought out the safety car. I don't exactly know, it just seemed like Pantera turned in on Felix. Maybe a lot of the wheel spin.
Yeah, maybe the drivers aren't actually overestimating your ability actually in the wet.
Yeah, most of these guys won't be using, or at least these front guys won't be using traction control. So through Woodcote, even though usually it's a flat out corner in the wet and on worn tyres, you want to be taking it very easy. You've got out of Luffield and going into Woodcote, you just seem to lose back end. And that has caused the second retirement for Aston Martin. And I don't know what's happening there, maybe Delta, but Pantera's just gone straight into the back. I mean, brake checked and Knox has gone straight into the back of him, so I don't exactly know what's going on with Pantera.
This is very unusual behaviour.
Yeah, and he's gone down quite a lot, so I don't think that would be Delta. Maybe he has taken out Felix and he's just taken out Knox.
Well, Felix is what, second in the standings at the moment?
Yeah, so I mean, I don't see why we would take him out considering he was ahead, but if that is the case, that is not the kind of racing we want here in AFR.
No.
And from our championship leader as well, when he has points that no matter what result happens from today, he will continue to lead at the end of the round. So I don't know what's happened with Pantera, and if that is Delta, that's a lot of Delta that he's lost. That he was down, but Knox has had to do this lap without front wing as he was unable to really go into the pit lane. And that's going to put him right towards the back of the field as everyone's going to be bunched together.
Oh, and Vertex has had a spin as well just after turn 3 on the approach
on the
to
exit of Village.
Yeah.
And he's gone for another one.
Nearly.
Luckily caught it this time, but he's not having the best of times. There's a couple spins in that area already.
Yeah, definitely not the best time.
Yeah.
But hopefully he still stays out and, you know, digs in and gives it everything to finish though.
Yeah, I'm just looking through the chat, maybe nothing's been said about these incidents. Yeah, interesting. So we are under safety car conditions, lap 9 this is. Crib leads from Pantera and from Gallardo, so 2 Alfa Romeos inside the top 3 there. That's very strong from the Italian-based team.
We sort of hope that are able to keep it there, because it'd be nice to see two Alfa Romeos actually on the podium.
Yeah, obviously, I don't think they've done particularly well. They have only got 21 points to their name. Magnum, so actually is a full-time driver, so I was mistaken, he's got 16 and his teammate has 0, so reserves really doing them justice this season. Felix has posted his POV, so I'm going to have a quick look at what's happened here. Obviously you guys won't be able to see it right now. If you guys are in the Discord, you can take a look at it if you aren't racing. So what happens, so riding on board with Felix coming into Woodcote, and it's on a straight part of track though.
And we've just got confirmation from race control that the safety car is in the slip.
Yeah, so it is on that straight piece in between Luffield and Woodcote,
so did he make contact on the curb or grass, or?
I don't know, from Felix's POV, it didn't seem like it. They were going side by side. Pantera was kind of in the middle to the left side of the track. And he's just gone into him. Maybe it's different because of the wet conditions causing them to lose it easier. Maybe even on a straight piece of track, it has happened before. But Felix just says he assumes he loses it, but once, obviously he's going to record it because he took him out. So
yeah,
fair enough. But a very good restart from Crib in the meantime. He's already got a big gap to Pantera considering it's only been 2 corners. And Domi Lee almost at the inside of Gallardo there. Gallardo is lagging quite a bit. And Domi Lee trying to go into the inside to make it a double half podium instead. He almost loses it, but they're going side by side. Very clean racing from these guys. Now into Brooklands. Domi Lee going to go for the move. No, he doesn't, so he backs out of it. Maybe gets the exit to the outside of Luffield. Magnum.
Are they going to make contact?
No, they don't. So very clean racing, very good job from these guys, but this is going to leave Domi Lee vulnerable to Havina maybe? No, so Havina backs off. But I did see the throttle inputs from Domi Lee there going through Luffield and in between Woodcote. He wasn't full power, so maybe it was he lost it on the straight piece of track, he couldn't get the traction down. Maybe that's what happened between Pantera and Felix, but I'm still confused between him and Knox. That's one thing I want to know. But so Domi Lee going around the outside, a beautiful move into Stowe, and takes that podium spot away from Gallardo.
Nice classic overtaker around that outside there.
Yeah, obviously being able to carry probably more speed around the outside has done it beautifully for that podium spot to make it a double Haas podium as of right now. Havina going to be the next in line to take spots away from Gallardo. Kev, not going to rule him out. He's right on the back of Havina there, and Maxi Rob on the back of him, so very close between all these guys, just outside the top 3. And Pantera and Crib very close themselves for the battle of the lead. Got a beautiful helicopter shot coming through Woodcote here. Just showing these cars from the top view and how close they really are on track. So we've got Pantera following Crib. He's going to be wanting to make that move as soon as possible and control the pace but it just seems like he can't get close. Through the wet, it seems like the dirty air is just that bad that they can't really get close enough for the straights. Crib goes very wide through the exits, so...
And we've got Yellow Flakes in Sector 3. And we've got another retirement.
Yes, Siggins is out and his teammate has been caught up in that as well. And there's a virtual safety car, a full safety car now. So that is it for Siggins, and Nux just moves to the back again.
It doesn't look like he's got any damage, so at least that's a plus.
Yeah, he could have come in if he did, but he is at the back nonetheless, so he's not having a great time of things. Savina in the meantime has gotten past Gallardo for that P4 spot and is going to be lining up Domi Lee on this restart to see if he can get onto the podium. Obviously not having a penalty to his name compared to Domi Lee.
I think I might know what have happened with why the safety car came out. I think Siggins was actually going around the outside at the end of the hangar straight, but really far around the outside. I think it was like 3 cars wide from what I could see.
From what you said in the chat, he said why doesn't the fully spun car just go, so maybe he collected someone that spun and didn't go when usually it would, but has ended up losing his wheel. He was in the center, yeah, seemed to have lost it in the barrier and couldn't come back onto the track, but has kind of just taken his wheel off. And very unfortunate for him to just get collected in that. We're going to have another lap here. There is Big Boy in the pits. He's going to drop to the back. And as these guys are just coming around to collect the safety car, so we won't be underway until a couple laps time. So yeah, we just have to wait for that as Prix, he's let the safety car go. I don't know exactly what happened there, he was just off to the side, maybe he was letting Pantera go, and no, he just was letting the safety car back through, coming in a bit too hot. Yeah, so a couple more laps, probably resuming at the end of lap 14, I would say.
Yeah, probably, yeah, end of lap 14, maybe the start of lap 15 perhaps.
Yeah, so obviously it won't be coming in this lap because they've only just picked up the safety car, but
yeah,
and I imagine it'll be going in as soon as possible, so I would say that lap 14, 15, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, also depends on how close Big Boy is as well.
I mean, I think he'll get to the back of the pack by the end of the next lap. But yeah, we're gonna have one more lap of safety car action in this. For some reason, it would come in this lap. Yeah, it doesn't. So, oh, it does.
Wow, that was.
So I was wrong.
I think we were both
the safety car. Only half a lap. Put up behind the safety car, and Greek Bomber has just been overtaking multiple people. He's gotten a couple of positions already before the restart, but we are underway again. Pantera is closer to Crib this time round, and there is a spin at the back. That's Gallardo in the Alfa Romeo. He hasn't seemed to have lost the tyres. He is still classified as of right now. Pantera almost making a move up the inside of Crib. going into Village is going to try it, maybe up the inside of Torino. He thinks better of it. He doesn't want to collect the Alfa Romeo driver, so very smart thinking from Pantera. And now, down the Wellington Straight. Is he going to be close enough into Brooklands? I don't think he will be. And the most important thing for him now is he going to be able to stay with the Alfa Romeo driver through the next part of the track. Is he going to be close enough in the slipstream down the Hangar Straight? Primetime Wrestling McLaren has gone for a spin at the back, dropped down to P15. And with these Haas drivers so close together, could we see a bit of teamwork happening from them?
Yeah, it might be a bit of teamwork, or might be a little bit of a team breaking point, perhaps. Actually, someone might go into the rear end of.
I hope not. Dominic is going to be going for the move. He's not showing any signs of backing out. He's going to try to go up inside of Stowe. The door is open. He's got the exit. It's going to be around the outside into the Vale chicane. And he just slots in behind his teammate there. Couldn't exactly get the move done, but for a second he has been shown a glimmer of hope as he almost loses it through club corner. Lucky not to got on the outside curb of the Vale chicane and almost lost it, getting it on traction. Lavino would have been hoping that he would to take that podium spot. Has it anyway with the penalty, but would like to get it done on track. A 5-second penalty goes to Gallardo for speeding in the pit lane. That's coming in on entry, and Vertex has gone for yet another spin. I admire this man's persistence, so still going.
Yeah.
Obviously, he had the safety cars to help him get back up, but yeah, it's not looking great for the Red Bull driver. And Pantera has dropped off. That gap is now over a second, so Crib in his debut is doing extremely well, showing these guys that he has pace and means business if he is looking for a seat here in Tier 1. Dominic going to be in the slipstream, going to be going to the outside this time of Stowe. Is going to break later to maybe make that move. He gets the exit. He is ahead for now. He's going to have the inside line for the Vale chicane, so he does stay ahead. Domi Lee takes P2 away from Pantera.
And we have a safety car.
Safety? Would you know why?
No idea. Try and
Vertex
find out.
was slow away get going, so I don't think it was him. Charlie isn't hit, so
I think it is actually.
I think it's because it's off Charlie.
I don't know.
Maybe Xavier on the track and Vertex maybe going for a spin at the same time.
Yeah, well, Vertex doesn't have a front wing at the moment, and went a bit in the air there.
Yeah, so probably just both of them losing it simultaneously caused the safety car to come out, and Gallardo gets another penalty. He's just cutting corners as he likes. He seems to just want to cut another one. How many penalties he has? 11 seconds. The only person to beat him is Vertex, who's got 17 seconds. Just got another 5 seconds for spinning in the pit lane. Had 12 seconds before that. So only 2 laps apart from this safety car this time. So we're gonna be going on to 10 laps remaining, and this time I don't believe he'll be getting going. I'm gonna wait for Vertex to catch up to the back for you.
Yeah, I'm not actually 100% certain what happened with the safety car.
Yeah, I'd expect a virtual safety car maybe from damage.
But I mean, I guess, and Vertex is out.
He is out. Is that he's just spun into the barrier?
Yeah.
So, I mean, he went too good. That's just unfortunate for him. So we're going to be waiting for Gallardo this time. Maybe another lap. And dominantly, I've just looked at the positions changed. He's got 16 positions gained. So coming back from 18th on the grid. 18th or 17th, one or two, I think it is 18th. And he's come back to P2, so beautiful race from the Haas driver. He does have that penalty, so these safety cars are not going to be helping him with that. And Crip going side by side with the safety car. So I expect to get underway at the end of this lap. We're going to have 9 laps of racing, or at least hope we get 9 laps of racing. And actually, no, they've just been allowed to overtake the safety car. I'm very confused. Crib has gone ahead of the safety car, but is slowing down, so he's not. Maybe they're trying to let it go? It's not passing anyone, it's causing a lot of confusion. They're going to have to go around again. And it's going to cause a lot of instances everyone behind is not really expecting. It's mayhem.
I think it's probably because of Gelato, I think. So letting them go around again so he could probably catch up, perhaps?
Maybe, but I don't see why he'd be allowed to overtake and not give it back, giving safety car conditions.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of desync. That's the only thing I can really do it to.
I don't know.
Very good there, so we are going to have to go around again, pick up the safety car, and yeah, so we're not going to be getting in the way on lap 18 sadly. We'll have to wait another lap or two. That's a shame. But we moved, it's okay. Just going to be 1 lap left of racing.
But it's definitely the first time I've ever seen the safety car do that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it happens in solo, but and probably has happened in multiple times before. You know, glitches are part of this game. That's just life as we know it. You know, lots of glitches haunt us every time we try to make lobbies. So we're going to pick up the safety car. It'll be interesting to see if we do get underway this lap. And it is going to be in this lap, so it's only going to be 1 less lap of racing than what we initially thought. Crib going to be leading us away yet again, has led this race ever since the first, well before the first corner when he got past Felix. And has pretty much controlled the race from there.
Yeah, it's definitely been a very, very interesting race, to say the least, I think.
Interesting is, you know,
maybe an understatement.
One word to put it. One word to put it, you know. 3 safety cars already, and probably half this race already gone because of that. But yeah, fairly standstill start from all these guys. Everyone retaining positions, at least at the front. Cool guy and Nux trading positions. Good to see Nux back in the top 10. After a peculiar incident with Pantera, who was just braking and Nux didn't seem to avoid him. And straight into the back, losing his front wing, going to the back of the field. So we've got Crib underweight. Domily seeming to stay with him a lot better than what Pantera was able to. And maybe we could see Domily going for a overtake for the lead. If he can stay close through Meggins and Beckett's and out of Chapel for the hanger straight, could he be close enough? It's going to activate ERS. So will Crib. It's just going to be a standstill stalemate because Substream isn't really doing anything. Everyone's just using ERS at the same point. So
yeah.
For these guys who don't really make mistakes at the top, it's not going to be much. This is why the DRS is good around here in some ways. It's very powerful and provides a lot of overtaking, but at the same time,
Domily gets
free with Domily. Yeah, so good job from the Haas driver. He's going to want to pull out that 3-second gap that he has on Herbina. Don't think he'll get it on Pantera, but Herbina maybe, and he'll just want that podium spot.
Yeah, that fast slack message will probably be making Crib maybe possibly sweat a little.
Yeah, definitely towards the back end if he hasn't got that 3-second gap, but she'll be able to see if he has or not. If he hasn't got it exactly, he'll be definitely sweating on that last lap, which could maybe cause him to make a mistake. You know, maybe push a bit too hard and cause him to make a mistake. So I bet he'll keep his cool though if he hasn't got the gap. It seems like he will. He's already got 2 seconds, and with about to be 6 laps to go, I reckon he'll get that done. Just getting carried along by Crib here, who still just controlling these guys. He has all race.
He's been in the... I think he's actually led the whole race actually, I think.
Yeah, he has. Ever since he got past Felix at the start there, he has led the whole race.
And that's a feat in itself, but...
Yeah, and Charlie goes for a fastest lap now. He's P11. If he makes his way past Nux, he'll get that extra point. Won't do much for him, and Kev is in P6, so his closest rival. Maybe taking that top 3 away from him.
So, I think there's actually, probably after this, there's going to be a lot of incidents that the stewards will have to go through a lot, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be a long week.
It definitely is for you.
But yeah, so we've got Domily still just riding with him, just seeing what he can do. He's going to be the main contender to take this win maybe away from Crib. Crib's not going to be too fast. 1, because he's reserved, 2, because he just seems to have the pace to stay in front, no matter who it is.
And Nux is going for a move down around the outside of Cool Guy, and Charlie's looking down the inside of Nux.
Nux takes a penalty. Seems like Charlie has got the move, maybe? Are they still side by side?
They're still side by side on Hamilton Straight.
Nice switch back from Charlie there. So just switch back on board and Knox gets on the curve and loses it. So Charlie's going to take that P10. As Knox picked up a penalty while they were battling. And he's dropped outside the points.
Charlie also has the fastest lap as well, so he's got that bonus point as well.
Yeah, he's definitely wanting that. And yeah, unless Knox can make BWS having spin at the back there out of the arena. So unless Knox can actually get into that top 10 with... Oh no, Vit has gone. Vit has retired for yet another time this season. And that's caused another safety car. So our fourth one.
Just on board with BWS to try and... Whoa!
What's happened there? I haven't been able to get through. Someone's got speeding in the safety car.
I think what happened is Verts maybe hit the barrier, and he said it was such force that he's actually came pretty much back out onto the track and pretty much quite close to the racing line actually.
That's not going to be what he wanted. It's really going to be sad about, you know, another DNF to his name. And FaZe Pantera, with that incident on Felix, he has responded saying that he just lost the back end and couldn't control it, and couldn't do anything about it. So maybe if they see that he was putting in too much of what he would have, what he should have been doing. Obviously that's what happened because he's lost the back end, but if he's unusual throttle inputs, definitely spark a conversation.
That's what the stewards are for, to look at and do all that fun stuff.
Yeah, and it seems like the safety car wants to let Crib go again. He pulled up to the side and almost let him through. Crib staying behind this time, but maybe an illegal overtake for the safety car, just making sure he doesn't get the penalty.
Well, let's see, we're on lap 23 at the moment, so...
Yeah, we won't be getting on the way this lap, we've still got BWS, who I think tried to serve a strike-through penalty. You can't under safety car conditions, but he... Unless he lost his front wing.
Yeah.
As he
and even then, I don't even think then it would still count.
Yeah, so he's going to be happy with that. And Pavina has dropped to the back. Did he come into the pits or did he... I'm trying to see here. He has made a stop, so he came into the pits. He's trying to get fresh tyres, but unless that was for a front wing, which I don't know why he would. He wasn't really trailing anyone.
I mean, there's really no point in getting fresh tyres at the moment. We're in the pretty much the last 3-4 laps of the race.
Yeah, we're only going to get 2 laps of racing max because... Yeah, so I don't see why we would invest the front wing, but even then I don't see why we would change a front wing in wet conditions when everyone's understeering anyway. Could have salvaged some points.
I probably would have been thinking about maybe... Thought Crib would have been going into the back of the safety car just then.
Yeah, so I don't know what's happening, but everyone is very bunched up. It's very slow on the safety car. Might see a 5-second penalty anyway. All these guys just revving, trying to keep these engines hot. Kevin and Pantera both doing that. So we're going to get 2 laps of race.
Yeah, I think it would be about 2 laps of racing. The game, I don't think allows you to finish a race under safety car, I think.
Yeah, it won't come out if it's too close to the end because it doesn't want you finishing on it. That's why you can have a 10-car pile-up and still no safety car at Monaco. If it's in the last 2 laps. Yeah, so we've got standing crib is going to be taking the lead for the last 2 laps. This is Domini's pretty much the last chance of this restart if he wants to take this lead on track at least. He's going to have that 3 second obviously to his name. Could still get a podium as P4 Adam Ked has a penalty himself, so he's going to be looking at Greek Bomber, see if he can get 3 second gap on the Williams.
And safety car is coming in this lap as well, so we're going to be seeing getting back into racing action soon. I'll definitely be watching Dommy Lee, especially on the getaway.
Yeah, I want to see how close he can be. How much can he follow? When will Crib go? Seems to be going straight out of the Bale chicane. Oh, this guy's not able to put down full throttle. And he's got an amazing restart. Pantera almost looking for a move on his teammate. He's going to be close enough. He's going to go for a dive. He doesn't.
No, I think if Pantera went for a dive there, he would have just collected his teammate.
Yeah, and he almost went up the inside of Dommy Lee there. He did clip his teammate. That's going to help Dommy Lee with his gap problem that he needs. So yeah, Pantera losing quite a bit of time trying to go up the inside of Dommy Lee. And has, yeah, got that. Now about a second gap to Dommy Lee, so he's not going to be happy with that. Greek Bomber currently on the podium. So we can see maybe if Pantera loses it and Greek Bomber stays outside of 3 seconds from Dommy Lee, we can see a full reserve podium that's still on the cards. I don't think it will happen as long as Pantera stays on track. He's got this podium. But you never know. We've seen 2 retirements already from big guns as Kabudi and Felix, the only other 2 guys to win a race this season. And it seems like Crib is going to be adding his name to that list. Dommy Lee right up the back of him through Club Corner. And almost into the back of him through Addy. Through Farm and now into Village. He's really right in the back of that Alfa Romeo. We've got half a lap of racing remaining in this tier 1 after just over an hour. About 50 minutes we've been racing for. This guy's going to come to an end. Who's going to win? Will Crib make a mistake and cost himself the win? They have a little touch, the Haas and the Alfa Romeo. Dommy Lee almost losing the back end through Woodcote. His tyres are burning. These guys not having made a pit stop yet. Or won't make a pit stop. All 26 laps on those tyres, and now through Maggotts and Beckett's for the last time, going to Shackle. Now down the hangar straight. Dommy Lee is not going to be close enough. He doesn't seem to have the overspeed to catch up. Is he going to have enough of a gap to Greek Bomber? It's going to be very close. I think he's just about got it as of right now. It's going to be very close to see if he gets this podium. Greek Bomber will finish. Maybe, I think he will get 4th. He is within 3 seconds there. Adam Kev is going to be Crib rounding the final corner to take the win in his first race. Pantera takes P2. Dommy Lee takes P3. Greek Bomber takes P4. And Kev drops the P5. Cool Guy takes P6, have been at P7 after an amazing 2 laps to get himself from P13 to P7. I'll get the rest of the results as soon as possible. Actually, can you take them through? I'm going to see if I can get these guys for an interview.
Sure.
There we have got an interview from Standing Crib.
So in P1 we have Standing Crib, P2 we have Pantera, P3 we have Donny Lee, P4 we have Greek Bomber, P5 with Adam Kev, P6 we have Cool Guy, P7 we have Pavina, P8 we have Charlie, P9 we have Nux, P10 we have Maxi, P11 we have Prime Time Raz, P12 we have Big Boy, P13 we have Gelato, P14 we have BWSSR. Those were our finishes, I believe. Yep. And then P15 Vert.
So we're just trying to get all these guys in. We've got Domily and Standing Club for an interview. We aren't going to get Pantera. He says they can't today. So that's not what you want to hear. He's usually in there, but it's all fine. But we have got the other guys to join. I've actually just looked at Standing Crib's stats. It's over 3 games, he's got 71 wins and 82 poles from 224 race starts, so it's very fast. And if he makes a full-time seat here, it's going to be very interesting to see what he can do in the second half of the season. But here is the man who won our race. It's Standing Crib. How are you doing?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're not doing too bad.
So you absolutely dominated that race from start to finish. You know, no one seemed to get close to you, apart from under safety.
Well, I see that a little bit different. I didn't have to face all race, I thought. Like, Domi and Fabian were just quicker than me in the race, but the good start and then the wet conditions just worked in my favor, I think.
Yeah, certainly did. No one seemed to be able to get close to you where it mattered, obviously, having that big gap down the hang straight. Most laps where usually overtaking would be prominent. But, you know, your first win in your first appearance, at least you did one that is... can we see maybe you at regular appearance?
Yeah, maybe not every week at least, but maybe more regular, yes.
Yeah, it'd be great to see and how much you can affect maybe the championship if you do get a full-time seat. And if not, just how much you can throw the fixtures in the air with the position. So as we just wait for Domi Lee to get in, thank you for joining us for an interview. Great.
No problem.
Is there any other comments you'd like to add?
No, not really.
Alright, well, best of luck to you for the rest of the season as I continue to try and get Emily in. It says that he won't be joining, sorry. So that is it for your Tier 1 stream. Thank you to everyone who has joined us again. Join us back next week for Hungary. Should be an interesting race there, especially if it's dry. A lot of trains will begin to emerge, probably.
I think we actually might have a break week, actually.
No, that is the week after.
Week after?
Yeah. So we're going to have one more race in this first half of the season. Next week it's going to be Hungary. Join us again then. And yeah, I'll see you guys all next time. Thank you.
Peace out, everyone.